This coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
Set. 18 games. Tight end left, tight end left. Hey, boys, we got four down. Hey, 2. Look at me. 6.
On first down, Lawrence. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
That's caught by Stevenson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. You got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
19 yards there on the catch and run. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the play.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. And in the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And Sharp hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Caleb Chase able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Watch the pass. Kill.
At the 17-yard line.
General West. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch twist.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Strong right. 3 down. Whip. Watch the whip. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. These two teams all tied after one. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Flush to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jags take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm not ready. Right there, 54, right there, right there. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Stevenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Let's go, folks.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike 4. Let's go, D.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 4. Mike 4. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Go.
Mike 4. Cut, cut, cut. Mike 4.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
50, plant.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, exit.
Watch 17.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence.
Here we go. Here we go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Marquez Stevenson, the intended target. And it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 5.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Carlos Basham able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Forced and pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
15 line. 15 line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood!
To throw again on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Bullet high.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Wide. X3. 218, jumper.
Watch out.
Buzz.
Mike 4. Danny. Mike 4. I got wide.
Buzz.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Here we go again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mike 35. Stop your body. 35.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go, G.
Hey, one set.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Right there. 54. Right there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Move. Yep. Motion. Get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could look...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
We got 3.
You're out.
Alert flare.
Down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
3 down. Slam.
Topper. Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And that's into the hands of Stevenson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, in all likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Eyes up. 1 sec.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
Banjo.
Get it.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
80 weapon.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Squeeze. Go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Hey, high 7. Now.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, the win here means it'll be a 7-1